Good morning, my beautiful, powerful, awesome MVP family. This is your girl, Miss Bev. Or should I say this is your lady, Miss Bev? Well, this is your friend, Miss Bev. This morning I am coming to you with another portion of people who are ready to go to Jamaica for retirement, or today we're talking about being a returning resident. So many of us who have been born and raised in Jamaica, lived in Jamaica for many, many years, we reach a point in our lives where we want to return home. Many of us wanted to return home a long, long time ago because we came to America and it was different. There was a lot of differences. But we knew that when we came here for the opportunities that America afforded us. Some of us wanted to go back to school, we want degrees, we want to have careers, we want to raise our families in a comfortable way, in a more affordable way. There were many things, reasons why many leave. When they left, they stayed, even though it wasn't what they wanted. Many of us had to struggle with the cold winter months, the ice, the slipping, the falling. But we fall and we rise again to start again. And so to make the goals that we set, to make them attainable. So if Jamaicans who have been living abroad are considering returning to Jamaica for retirement, or just returning home, not just retirement, because as I said, many young people, they come here and they say, not for me, giving myself 5 years and I'm out of here. So I'm just giving some little information right now, because when I first returned to Jamaica in 1999, I knew nothing. I knew absolutely nothing. I just gave away all my furniture and heavy duty and stuff like that, and I packed 16 barrels and I went home. You get home and then people start telling you little things like returning residents. You will get some support there to clear all these 16 barrels. But then when I went to the office in Montego Bay, it wasn't so. Returning residents who will get some compensation are people who are shipping home containers of stuff. So if you're shipping home your furniture, your stuff like those, then you will get some allowances to make the process a little bit more easier. If you're only shipping barrels, guys, that doesn't apply to you. So when I returned, Jamaica was ready for Miss Bev, but guess what? Miss Bev was in no way, shape, or form ready for Jamaica. I wasn't ready for the salaries that they offered, and that made a big difference, because when I went home, I did go home with my children. The good thing that worked out of it is that my daughters enjoyed the sunshine. They hated the winters here and loved and embraced the sunshine year round. So even when my son came back and says, "Mommy, I'm not leaving you," they stayed and they finished William Knibb Memorial High School. They finished their education there, did their CXCs and their GCE, and really did so with distinctions. So I'm happy for that. And then they came back here in the cold again, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for the low income, the low salary to raise 3 children. The funds that I brought home, I use it to purchase furniture, and things like those, which in the end, if I thought about it, I don't know. That's how it should go. Because in the end, when they came back here, when I returned and started teaching here again, and they came up, everything was just left there. Everything was just left there. Gave away some stuff, a lot of stuff. Living room set, the TV. Gave away a lot of stuff. Was lucky to have some of the stuff being purchased. But when they came, I had to focus on helping them through college. So I didn't have time to run back down there to go secure anything. The landlady was nice enough to allow me to have one of my teacher friends take over the rental. And so that was that. So I wasn't ready at all. Wasn't ready. So as you get ready, though, I'm just trying to give you some information as I gather them. You see a lot of pink writing and all of that and sticky notes. So I did do some research, and so I have some information to give to you. So, first and foremost, your financial preparation. Ensure your finances are well managed and take into account the cost of living in Jamaica. Jamaica is not cheap, guys. Jamaica is running parallel to American standard way of life, right? You're renting a space down there, US dollars. You're buying a space down there, everything is quoted in US currency. I don't understand it. You know, you're going to supermarkets, you're getting two prices. You're getting the US amount and you can get it in the Jamaican amount. You go to restaurants, they will take Jamaican. Well, I understand the tourism part of it, but they're quoting it for you in two prices. So make sure that your finances are in order and don't ever underestimate Jamaica. Yes, you can get a breadfruit here, you can get an orange or a tangerine, you can get things people will share with you. But also remember that the things that you have to purchase are a little pricey. Consider factors like currency exchange rates. Yeah, you go to what do you call the place? There's a place down there that you go to. It's like a Western Union, and it's a different rate than what you get downstairs in the supermarket, or it is different, and you have to decide when you get to the airport and you see you want to change out even $500, little bit of nothing, right? Little bit of nothing. It is so crazy how much they get from you coming in and needing that kind of support. So you have to be cognizant of those things, that everybody's in it to get something for themselves. So again, consider factors like currency exchange rates, pensions, savings, and investments. Be careful with the investments, guys. I have close people to me who went down and got caught up in the investment piece and the 22% interest and all of those kind of things. And then the company disappears. And when they disappear, your money disappears. So don't get caught up. You go home with your little money. Budget, and remember, if you're pulling every month from an account and you're not working and replenishing, then soon it's going to be depleted. Just keep that in mind. Do not go down there and think, okay, well, I have this and I have that. I sold this and I have this. And you give away, you do and you do and you do. And then because when it's gone, don't think the people that you have given to and they were so happy to be around you and to take and take and take. Don't think that when you need help, they're going to be showing up for you. It's not going to happen. And I'm telling you that from experience, that you could give your last drop of blood. When time comes that you need support, they're all gone. They're like cockroaches when the light turns on. They just disappear. That's a thing that my sister uses, right? So remember to make sure that if you need to consult an financial advisor, make sure that they're legal, make sure they're legitimate. Everybody, let me tell you, when there's oppression, people are in it to get what they can get out of it. And people will look at you and say, oh, they're returning, they have money, and they will charge you triple the amount that they would have charged normally. So please just keep your heads on your bodies. A lot of us are going home as senior citizens. Stay focused. Simple is the best way to do it. Whatever you have, don't take it to Jamaica and say, oh, you're going to live and live big. And if you have children, help your children. Help them build. Go home with the amount that you need for your daily survival. Do not go down there with big bank accounts, especially if you are somebody wearing your heart on your sleeves where everybody who needs help, you're going to help them. Don't do it. Don't go home with much of anything. Secure, make sure you can eat a little piece of bread each day. Don't go down there for the steak and the this and that because you think you can afford it. Go down, eat a little, be satisfied, plant your little garden, do what you do, and live a simple, normal life. Some of us get frightened. We're thinking, we're reaching with this. Once a man, twice a child. We're going back down to our childhood days. So let us remember that. Healthcare and planning. Remember, healthcare in Jamaica is interesting. You take people to the public hospitals, there are. The care is not going to be so great. All right? A lot of the private people, they sum you up and they charge these exorbitant amount of monies and you get little or no care. You get nothing. My friend related the other day to me when they took her sister to the public hospital and they didn't do much because of the time of night that she was admitted there. When they took her out and went to the private hospital, everybody's coming. It's like, everybody vetting to see who can make the most money and how much they can get out of you. And so they're coming to push all sorts of things, unnecessary things, 300,000, 500,000, all these 100,000, because they sum you up and say, if you have the money. And if you say, I want my family to get this, and it costs 300,000, they're coming back at you to push another big price. Remember, it's not quantity that counts, it's the quality. So when you go home, don't think because you have the money, oh yeah, I'm going to just get. Be careful. Just remember, it's the quality. It's the experience of those people who will care for you. Those are the things that you should focus on. Don't go down and spend because you can afford it. And then you would have done better if you had just been patient in one of the public facilities. And it's tough, but you know what? Just keep your eyes open, keep informed, and keep being in the present. So you may be eligible for a specific benefit. While public health care services are available, again, consider supplementing with private health insurance to ensure access to quality care. Again, you're looking for quality care, my people. All right? You're looking for quality care. Investigate hospitals, clinics, and healthcare providers in the area you plan to settle. Do your little thing. Get out there and be informed, be present. Sit down in some of these health centers or healthcare facilities. Listen to the conversations that are going on. Observe how the patients are being treated. Because whether you have money or not, when you're sick, and you shouldn't be treated differently because you have money or you don't have money. You should be treated with kindness and respect in whatever capacity you find yourself in. Now here's some good information, some great information. Legal residency status. Remember, if you're returning to Jamaica, if you've been away for a while and you're returning to Jamaica, understand the residency and legal requirements of returning Jamaicans. You may be eligible for specific benefits or considerations under Jamaican law. So, you're going to explore, right? You're going to go check out options like the Returning Residence Program. If you're in the New York area, check out the Jamaican Consulate for their compiled guide for returners. The Jamaican Consulate is in New York City. Please, they have a compiled guide for those of you who are planning to return to Jamaica, make sure you visit the Jamaica Customs Agency Returning Residence Unit and submit 1, a valid Jamaican passport or your foreign passport with your unconditional landing stamp. I paid $10,000 for mine. Your unconditional landing stamp. And you can get that done at Topeka. In Kingston, you can walk in. But in the outer regions, Montego Bay, St. Anne's Bay, different areas, then you have to make appointments to go in to the passport, immigration, and customs agency. That's PICA that takes care of that. They will evaluate your stuff. Make sure that when you go to Jamaica, you go through, because when you're going through for immigration, you have to stop at the kiosk, push your passport in, and they take that picture. Make sure you do not throw it away, people, because when you go to PICA, they will need that. They will need that paper. So don't crush it and throw it out because, oh, you come through and you're done. Keep it, and when you get your appointment for PICA, make sure that that piece of paper goes with you. Jamaica is very interesting. And one letter in your name that's different. Even if your name is spelled, my name is spelled Beverley. Because again, British, the extra letter. America spells Beverly without the extra E. Beverly. Guys, that simple one letter change will create a problem in Jamaica. That simple one letter change will have them sending you to find somebody who knew you, who is 7 years older than you, to attest that this is you. So please be careful when you go to these people. Don't get frustrated. Understand that they're doing their jobs. In America, it's never a problem, whether it's L-E-Y, the L-Y. I've never had a problem because they look at my face, they look at the picture on the ID, and they know it's me, and they process and we move on. Not so in Jamaica. They're looking at you, they're looking at 6 IDs, they're looking at your driver's license, they're looking at your passport, they're looking at your Jamaican passport, they're looking at it all, and yet they're telling you, oh, we need this and we need that. That's their way of doing things, guys. Don't go there and fight and make noise. Just do the thing how they want it done. Remember, you must have your TRN. You go down, it's the easiest thing. You go down to the tax office in the region you're in, I guess in the parish you're in, and you bring the papers that you need, and you will get a number issued to you. The funniest laugh out loud moments for us was that when I went to the front desk and I asked, I said, I was here in 1999. I am sure that I applied for a TRN, but I never received a card. I don't know. I didn't follow through because I didn't understand the process. And I returned to America within, so I don't know. And she says, she looked, she asked my mom's maiden name, she looked, there was nothing there. We went to another section and she questioned and she checked off and she looked and there was nothing. But it was there because by the time they went to the next section to do the processing and to issue the number, they realized that I did have a number from 1999. Duh. So your TRN is your tax registration number. So make sure that you have it. If you ship a container or a container, right? Then remember that you have to, when you go to the customs agency, you must have that bill of lading with you. And I think with that they give you. And so JCA, the information for JCA, I try to grab the link and drop it in the video at some point. Once I upload the video, I'll make sure that the link is there for you guys. But JCA is Jamaica Customs Agency. and their website is www.jacustoms.gov. JM, this thing should go this way, tags, and again, the greater than sign, and returning residents. But I'll drop the link for you so it make it easier for you to click on it and just go explore and make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, all lined up in a row, so that when you go, the heartache and the headaches will not be so bad. Thanks to my cousin, Miss Ruby, who shipped a container down because she bought a home down there and went through, oh my God, she went through the pains because she didn't know all of this information. So thanks to Miss Ruby for sharing some things with me. I knew about the returning residents, but again, it wasn't something I was focused on, but just speaking with her and reminding me that she had a problem clearing her container because she had not gone through that process. And so it made it very, very, very interesting. It wasn't easy for her. It was tough. Reconnecting with community is a good thing. So you want to go back to the church you used to go to? I don't know. Depending on where you decide to live, are you going to be living in a gated community? Are you going to live back in the same community you grew up in? Is there peace? Is a peaceful thing going on with your family, that they love and respect you still, and no drama and no anger about land and who own land and all of that? Then yes, building a support network and reestablishing ties can enrich your retirement experience. As again I said, for me, when I went home, one of the joyous things for me was just hearing people passing and just, good morning, Miss Bev. Good evening, Miss Bev. Hi, Miss Bev, you all right? You know, what are going on, Miss Bev? You know, just connecting with them, just hearing them giving so much respect and kindness. People coming for me to help them get things done because they trusted my judgment. They trusted, you know, well, but just having that respect, it really made me feel good. Having people looking out for my children, you know, I remember there was a flood one time and I was caught in the flood. The taxi we're in got stuck in the water. I mean, it was a horrible day, but boy, it was an experience. And when we finally got pulled out of the floods and was in a secure spot, then you had this truck, the Nutribun truck, boy. Oh, the Nutribun truck was just hauling kids home from the William Memorial High School. People with higher vehicles. I remember when I got home and my daughters were there, I was so relieved because while we were on the side road waiting for my taxi to get fixed, and they were going when the Nutribun truck came, and I'm looking, I'm saying, guys, did you see the twins? Can somebody please look out for the twins? And then you hear somebody say, Miss Bev, don't worry, we're going to find them. They're going to be all right. It makes you feel good. And so when I got home, my son was safely in the house. My daughters were home, and they said, well, Mommy, this nurse, returning resident, a nurse from England, she was a nurse at their school. They had a Range Rover, and the husband was able to manage the flood, the water, all that water, and they brought them home safely. So again, it's good to have that, so that the experiences will be enriched. Participate in local events, volunteer opportunities, our social clubs to integrate into the community. We have the Rotary Club in Trelawney and other places. In St. Anne's, I have to see what's going on up there. But they have different clubs, guys, that you can go down there and just immerse yourself. The schools, once you find out where you're going to be, look for a school nearby, guys. Look for a school nearby. And if you even to read to the children, it would be appreciated. I'm so big with the education thing that I'm just begging people to go home and support. When you look at a classroom with 30 kids with one teacher, 40 kids, one teacher, I am telling you that any little support would be appreciated. Already I have a lot of books, a lot of markers, a lot of pencils, a document reader. I just got a projector for the document reader because I did go to see the acting principal while I was there, and I know how these things will support. And she was so grateful. She said the resources are so needed. So if you want to go to my GoFundMe, guys, and to say, Miss Bev, buy a dozen books of me, Miss Bev, buy a ream of paper. I have only 10 reams of paper, and I doubt I'm going to be able to buy one more ream. But I have 10 reams that I'm donating to them as well as all the other stuff that I have here, pens, pencils, markers, things like that. I have the white paper for the dry erase markers. I bought a lot of dry erase markers for them. So if you want to donate something, guys, listen, don't be afraid. Miss Bev doesn't need a darn thing in her life. She doesn't need, so if you donate it, I will purchase it. I will show it to you here on YouTube. But as I pack, remember, I can quickly and easily, if I have enough for one barrel, I can easily ship a barrel to them so that they can, they can get a little chance. So, again, remember that sometimes your own is not too happy for you. They will blame others for their lack of growth. A lot of times people get opportunities and they mess it up. And then when you use a little bit of opportunity you get and you use it to make the sacrifices and to grow, then they're not really happy for you. So they laugh and talk with you, but believe me, sometimes we have to be realistic and understand that it's not everybody who show them teeth mean them laughing with you. People can just show them teeth, but deep down, once your back is turned. I remember one president when his wife, when he turned and looked at his wife and she smiled, and as soon as he turned back around, her face just had this scowl on it, because there are wounds, right? When people are not happy with you, that's how it will work out. So again, don't ever let your guards down. Don't ever just take things for granted. Always put God first in everything you do, everything you say. Put him first. Ask him to lead. Ask him to direct. And when he does, don't say, well, no, my family, I'm a this, I'm a that. Be careful. I'm just saying to you guys, be careful. Because when all is said and done, it's going to be all about the decisions that you chose to make. So going back home is a great thing. Nature is fine. Nature not going to hurt you. The culture is rich. The food is beautiful. But again, just remember. Some of us might go home and rent first. That can be an asset, so you can get a good feel for readiness. Consider whether you will buy it or rent it. Research real estate markets. Again, be careful of the predators who are there lurking, hoping that you will trust them, and when they have no connection to the property or whatever, they have no connection to it, but they will, because they think that you're coming down, you don't know, and you're not aware, you didn't do your homework, and they're looking for people who are gullible, people who will just fall for anything. We're not perfect, but sometimes we have to be as wise as the serpent, harmless as the dove. Learn to observe, learn to listen, learn to observe, because we have two eyes. Just observe a lot. Just take a moment. Look at what they're giving to you to sign. Look at what's not included. And sometimes you don't have to say anything, because until you say something and it becomes a blow up. So sometimes you just look and you say, I will get back to you on this one. Because when I reach out and the person was telling me to send $1,150 because other people are waiting for the property, that didn't fly with me. And so let us not be too overzealous. Let us take our time. Because now we are at that age where we don't need to be in the hustle and bustle anymore. Let us take a breath, calm down, and take our time to look at things carefully. Get your children on board. If you have the opportunity, I'd say sometimes like you're going home and you're buying this, you're buying that, and you're doing this. Oh, my children. Kids don't ever want it. Kids come to Jamaica, they never come to where you're staying. They go into a hotel and telling you, oh, Mom, you can come down for 2 days. So let us not get on beside ourselves and we're doing this with the kids and we want 3-bedroom house. You're by yourself. You want a whole 3-bedroom house and you want when the kids come. When the kids come, they're going to hotels to live the life that they're able to pay for. So let us not go home and start, we're getting older, we're going down the hill. Get somewhere that you can feel comfortable, that you can manage into your old age when the pains hit the knee and the back. Let us be cognizant of these things. Don't get carried away. A lot of people, because they didn't expect to have much, when for some good fortune, or they come to work hard and they were able to put away something and now they're getting a little something each month and they feel like, oh, they're God now. You have some money, put it in your children's name. Help your children now while they need the help. Don't go to Jamaica with a big old bank account and what you have, help your children to build. When it's best you go home with little and nothing. Go home with little and nothing. It means that if somebody asks you for something, you truly don't have it. You're not going to have it to lend and then it becomes a war and then death. So don't go home with all of this, it's all vanity and vexation of the spirit. Go home with a minimal amount because you made sure your children are all set. They're young, they're growing. Give them a chance to build their wealth. And if they build it, believe me, you're not going to go hungry. Because all you need is enough to maintain you while you're there. You don't need to be showing off. You don't need to have the biggest car on the block. You don't even, just go home and enjoy life. Don't go home and bring the stress. Stress was when you were trying to get here. You're running from job to job. I used to work 7 days a week. I never went to a club. I never went to a bar. I never went out because I was working 7 nights a week. I didn't have time to socialize and do all of this because my kids were my focus. So I don't miss that fast life. I don't miss it at all. So I don't need to go home now to start it. Oh, I got to go here, got to go there. No, I want to wake up and give God thanks in the mornings and feel his beautiful sunlight warm on my face, whether I'm in the back or the front or the side. On the veranda? The veranda. I want to feel those blessings. And I want to be able to appreciate them. That's all I ask for. I don't want a car. I don't want anything. I just want to be at peace. Just listen to the birds as they chirp. That's it. So please, as you get ready to return, guys, just take into consideration that there are many people who have not been afforded the opportunity that you have been afforded. So just chill. Just chill. just chill. So it says that we should Stay connected with your family and friends abroad, right? You go to Jamaica, you're going to have Flow to help you with internet connection so you can do your FaceTime and you can do all of them good stuff. You're going to have Starlink and you're going to have Digicel. Those are the three that I know of so far. You go home, get connected, get one of them to come connect your stuff, and so you can keep in touch with the little grandchildren. You can laugh, you can talk, you can just share the moments with them. Remember, I said fond memories, when we build them, they never leave like people do. They never go anywhere. They always stay with us. The bad memories stay and we try to push them somewhere. But if they're there, they're just there. Eventually they'll surface to the front because somebody did something or said something stupid, and it might come back to you. But listen, there are more fond memories than there are going to be bad memories. So just flood your mind with the good memories. Build them, and so that long after we're gone, the children, your friends, acquaintances will say, yes, I knew that woman. I knew that she feared God and she gave back a little bit to those who were in need. So, again, when you go home, as I said, many of us just want to chillax and enjoy the fresh air, the warm sunlight, and the birds chirping to greet each new day. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. This is what you want to do. Some of you wanted to do it a long time. Some of you left good jobs to come to America and regretted it. And so you didn't want to stay in America for long. Some of you work hard, you made sacrifices. You sacrificed your family, you sacrificed a lot. But you work hard and you build quickly and you returned home. And whatever it is, embrace the opportunity to be in your homeland. Take time to relax. Pursue hobbies. Continue to crochet. I will continue to do my crochet. I do my t-shirts. I am shipping home my heat press, my Cricut, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of vinyl. Who knows? Who knows? I might get some orders down there. Enjoy the natural beauty and cultural richness of that little island called Jamaica. Keep praying that people will find peace in their hearts and there'll be less of the chaos and the confusion and the oppression and thus the crime. Embrace the slow pace of life and take advantage of the experiences unique to our little island, Jamaica. Be thankful always, remembering no matter how much you go home with, if you keep taking out and not putting in, it will run out. Don't think for one moment there would be sympathy from those you shared it with if you go broke. So, you're planning to return to Jamaica. Remember to do your homework. Everything is on Google. Type in the information. If you don't understand, then have somebody who understands it help you get it done. But please don't go home and start with anger and frustration. Please do your homework so when you go home, it will be a return that is a smooth transition. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like it also, please share it out with others who might benefit from it. Thanks to all of you who have been supporting and continue to support. I do see the growth in the videos. I do see the growth in the numbers. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And now Miss Bev says goodbye for now. Someone is at the door.